Alright, what is going on everyone? Welcome to today's video. If you're new here, my name's Ben Richardson. I'm a personal trainer. I'm also a chemical engineer, and today I'm going to give you some crazy effective tips to lose weight while eating out at restaurants. So, if you're new here, I do want you to subscribe to my channel because I'm going to teach you how to live a healthy life through sustainable nutrition. I'm going to teach you how to master your eating habits so that you can lose weight and keep it off forever. So go ahead and subscribe and turn those notification bells on too so that you don't miss out on any of my latest content. Now, throughout the years, I have used these strategies and these tactics to not only lose weight, but keep it off while eating out at restaurants and even fast food restaurants. I mean, I've traveled some amount for work, which kind of when you're traveling, the most convenient option is to do fast food or something. Not always, you can do chain restaurants too and stuff, but the strategies don't change that much. The tactics don't change a whole lot, and I'm going to share all of them with you. Probably my favorite instance of these strategies working for me is when I went on a cruise in January 2020. This was right before COVID hit and things just went crazy. So that happened in March of that year of 2020, and thankfully things are kind of starting to get back to normal now at least. But anyway, back then I went on a cruise to the Bahamas, and it was 2020. That's correct. I'm just trying to get my dates right. But anyway, I went on a cruise, and most people gain 5 to 7 pounds when they go on a cruise because there's buffets, there's tons of drinks and stuff, all kinds of stuff, just not doing a whole lot of movement in general. I'm that guy who I went on a cruise, and I was the guy who went to the gym on the cruise. And you know what? My thing is, when I go on vacation, I want to do things that I enjoy doing. And I enjoy working out. I enjoy lifting weights. And I'm not forcing myself to do it. I'm not just being that guy that's like, no days off, bro. Like, if you've watched any of my content on working out and lifting weights or whatever, you'd know that I recommend that you only work out 2 or 3 times per week. I am all about rest days. But the truth is, I just enjoy working out. So anyway, I'm getting a little bit sidetracked. It's my favorite instance of these strategies working because I didn't gain a single pound on that cruise. And it wasn't because I didn't enjoy myself. It wasn't because I ate only like healthy, low-calorie foods or whatever. No, I enjoyed myself, and I didn't gain any weight at all just from using these strategies that I'm going to teach you in this video. So make sure you stick around for the whole thing. So the first strategy that you can use is look stuff up online. Look stuff up online or use some kind of calorie counting app. MyFitnessPal is hands down one of the best free tools that you can use to lose weight and track your calories. And almost any chain restaurant that you can think of, practically any item on the menu is going to be found in MyFitnessPal. Or just in general, you can look it up online. So if you're going to some kind of chain restaurant, and you know that's where you're going ahead of time, go onto their website and look at their nutrition facts. Almost every single chain restaurant has some kind of nutrition menu available online. And something that you can do is, if you're going to a local joint where they may not necessarily display their calories, and the cool thing about the chain restaurants is they'll oftentimes even provide the macronutrient breakdown as well. But anyway, I think it's a lot more common, especially more local places, they just display the calories. But some of them don't even do that. You know, some hole-in-the-wall place that just serves phenomenal food doesn't display the calories or anything. But something that you can do is just search for the menu item that you're getting on MyFitnessPal. Just make a generic search for whatever entree or meal that you're getting at that restaurant, and MyFitnessPal will give you something. Look it up on the internet, look up the name of the meal or the menu item, type it in and search for it. It will give you something, and something is better than nothing. Maybe you're off by 200 or 300 calories. That's not going to make a huge difference in the long run when you're in the weight loss game, because losing weight, it really is all about staying consistent with it. And that's why I don't recommend going on extremely low calorie diets or crazy trendy diets like keto or Atkins or no sugar or something like that, because it's hard to stick to that over the course of months and even years. That's what losing weight comes down to. So those 200 or 300 calories that you may not log perfectly if you're not 100% on point when you do this and you use these eating out strategies, it's not going to make that big of a difference. So for instance, one of my favorite places to go out to eat is Chipotle. Now, the thing with Chipotle is when you go in and you get, let's say, your bowl, and you're saying, I want this, this, and this, it's kind of up to the employee making your bowl or your burrito or whatever you get, how many calories you're actually going to be consuming. So when you go into MyFitnessPal or even onto the Chipotle website, they will display a certain number of calories and they give the macros as well. It's not going to be exact because one employee might hook you up big time with the rice or the meat or the beans or whatever. Another employee might absolutely screw you. Another employee, you go there during rush hour or dinner rush or something like that, and they're just going as fast as they can, just giving you whatever. So there's always going to be some variability with this, and that's okay. You can sleep at night knowing that it is okay. Those 200 or 300 calories that you're probably going to be off by, they're not going to make that big of a difference in the long run, and that is okay. Now, another thing that I recommend if you're going to go out to eat or whatever is just listen to your body. This is kind of generic advice, but learn to differentiate when you feel satisfied from when you feel extremely full. When you feel satisfied, that's the point at which you want to stop eating. Because if you reach that point and you feel good versus you feel stuffed and you can't even get up because you just ate so much food, that's going to make a huge difference in terms of you learning how to listen to your body when you're going about losing weight. Now, some effective strategies that you can do to reach that point of satisfaction easier and quicker is to opt for some kind of zero-calorie beverage when you do go out to eat. So it's okay to have a diet soda with your meal, or if you're cheap like me, I usually just get water because it's free. Something interesting is I'm a little bit more picky about flat water ever since I started regularly drinking mineral water and sparkling water. It's just kind of something that I've noticed about myself lately. Because usually when I go out to restaurants, I'll just get water. I don't have a problem with diet soda or anything. I think you should drink it because the carbonation in diet sodas, that can effectively fill your stomach. And if you're going out to eat and you're just taking this listen to your body approach, then that's an effective way to sort of reach that point of you feel satisfied versus you feel absolutely stuffed. But yeah, anyway, I've just kind of noticed that when I go out to eat and I'll get my water, my flat water, and I'll be sipping on it before my meal comes, it just tastes weird to me. Anyway, let me know in the comments below if you guys have any kind of theory on why that is. Sort of my theory is that I've just gotten used to sparkling water or mineral water or I don't know, foo-foo water, I guess. I don't really drink tap water from my house, so I don't know. It's the craziest, weirdest thing. But that is a strategy that you can take, is fill your stomach up with some kind of zero-calorie beverage while you're waiting for your food. So, if you go to a sit-down restaurant, obviously the server usually comes and asks what you want to drink first. So just get something with 0 calories in it. Diet soda, 0 sugar tea or something like that, if that sounds good to you. I like that. Or just, did I say flat water? I don't know. Flat water, diet soda, or tea. Those are usually the options that you're going to have. Just pick one. Pick one that sounds good. Sip on it until your meal comes. And especially if you do a diet soda, that carbonation is going to kind of pre-fill your stomach. But it works with water too, and it also will work with the tea. So point being, fill your stomach up a little bit with something with 0 calories in it, and that'll help you reach that point of satisfaction very well. And this is the exact strategy I used on the cruise. Something else I did on the cruise is I also practiced intermittent fasting. So during the morning, I'd usually just sip on black coffee. That's kind of when I'd just lay out in the sun or maybe just walk around the cruise and enjoy some of the different activities that there were to do. But that's kind of what I did. And I'd break my fast around lunchtime with some chicken tacos or something like that. Phenomenal chicken tacos. It'd be almost like Chipotle. You'd go through the line and you'd pick out what you want. And I think one of the stands even, they'd cook up the meat there right in front of you, depending on what you wanted. But anyway, phenomenal food on that cruise. And you know, I got the alcohol package too, so I was able to enjoy myself and drink with my friends that I went there with, and I didn't gain a pound because I practiced all of these tactics and strategies I just shared with you. And intermittent fasting is definitely effective too. I have plenty of other videos about intermittent fasting, so if you want to check those out, I'd highly recommend that you do that. My recommendations for intermittent fasting, pretty much all I care about is it being easy and doable for you. So it's not super strict. It doesn't need to be super complicated. It should be easy, because if it's easy, you can stick to it for a long time. If you can stick to it for a long time, you will lose weight and you will keep it off. So follow these tactics and you'll be losing weight while you're eating out still in no time. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And again, if you're new here, subscribe to my channel because I'm going to teach you how to master your eating habits so that you can lose weight and keep it off forever. So go ahead and subscribe because I do post every single week. I post at least once per week. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you learned something. Good luck in your weight loss endeavors. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.